So, I think it's knowing that you are in my back pocket gives me a lot of peace of mind and emotional support, mental support. So, I would highly recommend individuals check out your website, check out your products, check out the telehealth services you provide. I also, just to close things out, as you and I have planned, you asked if I would just share a little bit about how to deal with because many people won't experience symptoms, but they're
Yeah.
hearing it, and there's a lot of fear, and there's a lot of just anxiety, mental and emotional just stress that people are under, not to mention people dealing with some pretty severe circumstances around losing work and things of that nature, which can cause health problems in and of themselves, right? So I wanted to share my 5 power M's. This will take maybe 20 seconds just to go down the list, but go ahead if you have a pen, write down the 5 power M's. And you actually touched on the fifth one multiple times, Dr. De Mello. So the first is mindful breathing. Just to remember, if you're, a lot of times when we go into fight or flight or we go into distress, we hold our breath. So just taking a nice, let's all do this together. If you would join me, I'll see how I can do with my own, coughing here, but I think I can take a nice deep breath. So we're going to breathe in
Okay.
for 3 counts through the nose. Thank goodness this thing isn't, congestive, because I'm not congested at all. And then we're going to breathe out for 6 counts. Okay. So
Okay.
together, if you're watching, let's do this together, everyone, just to bring a little peace of mind. Breathing in for 3 counts, breathing in, and breathing out for 6. And I can just feel already just my mind and my body just calming and relaxing. So just taking a few of those deep breaths can be really, really helpful. So the first M is mindful breathing. The second M is to play music that you love. Music bypasses the intellect, which is where all this information and science and overwhelm is coming in, and it moves through the emotional center of the brain and really uplifts our mood, right? So if you're looking for a way to feel uplifted, play not CNN on the radio. Yeah, be informed. I'm not saying don't be informed, but if we spend all our day listening to news or watching news, it can be a real downer, right? So be informed, but then turn that off and turn on some of your favorite tunes to uplift your mood with some uplifting music, which is your second M. The third M, and you spoke to this earlier, doctor, is to allow yourself to move your body, get out for a walk, get some fresh air. I'm a big lover of dance, right? So just moving the body. There's lots of creative ways we can move our bodies at home, but that also releases a lot of positive endorphins and really helps lift our mood as well. The fourth is meaningful connections with those that we care about. So obviously reaching out via text or FaceTime or Skype or email, or picking up the phone the old fashioned way and calling and just saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. Let's just chat. Let's talk about what's going on, and be mindful of the conversation and not letting even the virus overtake the entire conversation. Certainly share your feelings, but shifting the conversation about some highs and lows for the year so far, and what's your vision once this is all done. What are we working on? What are we going to be creating in our lives? What are some of the positive changes that we feel that we can make? So that's meaningful connections. The fifth M is mentorship and support. So having your doctor, and having a counselor, or a psychotherapist if you have one, or a life coach. That's what our company does. If you're looking for some additional life coaching support, you can visit www.bravethinkinginstitute.com. B as in boy, R-A-V as in Victor, E, brave as in Braveheart, bravethinkinginstitute.com. And we have multiple divisions. I'm the founder and director of our health and wellbeing division. We do have coaching programs and support from all levels, from free offerings to very low investments to, of course, one-on-one and group coaching. If you're interested in that, certainly we're available for that as well. And I created a little acronym, doctor, for COVID that I think would be helpful, that we hold it instead of this negative thing that's sweeping the land and causing a lot of chaos, which it is. I'm not saying to ignore the facts. I'm saying, yes, we're looking at the facts square in the face, but we have a choice. We have a choice. We can choose our mood. We can choose the thoughts that we're thinking. We can choose to respond versus reacting in drama. This can cause a lot of people to go into anxiety and drama in their emotions and their mood, as you've seen at the hospital. What we don't need are patients flocking to the hospital, all freaked out, full of anxiety, full of anger, full of fear. That's a choice. I have symptoms, but I'm not choosing to scream at my doctor saying, why am I not getting tested? I'm choosing to understand and trust that there's a reason, and that I'm taking really good care of myself, and I'm standing at the portal of my own mind and my own thoughts and my own emotions, because I choose what I think and I choose what I feel in the midst of all of this going on. And so here is the acronym. C stands for cool, calm, and collected. O stands for optimistic. I choose to be optimistic, to think all is working out for the best, even if we don't understand all the reasons why this is happening. V is for victorious. We see ourselves, our individual self, and our world as a collective victorious. At the end of all of this, we will be and we are being victorious as we choose our thoughts and our feelings and our responses. I is for intelligence, that we can be intelligent in our actions, that we're choosing to self-isolate and really not social distance, but physical distance, which is, I love what you said earlier, Doctor. It's so brilliant. A lot of people typed in that they love physical distancing versus social distancing. And the D is just to stay down to earth, to stay grounded. You know, I noticed that with anxiety, we can kind of get into this light breathing and kind of it's like spinning up here in the head of thinking about the future and what's going to happen and worrying about all these kinds of things. When if you just take those few deep breaths and we just get grounded and we remember really what I'm fine. You know, I'm okay. And so therefore I'm taking good care of myself. I'm taking all the precautions that you've shared and that all of the best scientists in the world are recommending. And then what can I do to make a difference? What can I do to make a difference in my life? What can I do to make a difference in the lives of others? And if I can stay grounded, then I can remember really what matters most. And if you're really daring in the D of COVID-19, if you're really daring, you will dare to dance and to bring a little bit of joy into your day, to turn on that uplifting music, because we can't change what's going around us, outside of us, but we can change what's going around within us. And for me, when I turn on that music and I dance a little bit, I shake off that stress. And guess what? And you've taught me this, Doctor, because you have actually prescribed dance, because you love dance. You have prescribed dance to me as a way to boost my own immune system. So if you're very daring, then in those little private moments, you will dance to release the stress and boost your immune system.
And I love your 5 M's. Just love it, Jen. Can I add the 6th one?
Yes, of course.
Make yourself laugh.
Oh, I'm going to add that. I love it. 6
Make yourself. Why is that, you guys? If you go into, integrative medicine studies, and even our own Department of Health has done, U.S. Department of Health has done studies showing that laughing increases immunity by increasing endorphins. Mm-hmm. So you can even Google laughing clubs in India. They have laughing clubs where you gather in a park. Yes, you have a teacher, you get in a park, you hold your belly, you bring your head up, and you start laughing.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And it's hilarious. So I want to tell a story before I leave.
Yeah.
So laugh. And that is, I have a family, an incredible family that I've worked with for almost 2 decades. The kids that I saw when they were little are now in college.
Wow.
And they deal with anxiety. As a family, that's their kind of Achilles heels. So they called and they were concerned. And I told them I was going to share this information without, of course, using their name. Yeah. And they said, what do I do? The kids are home from college. My husband is home from work and we don't know what to do with ourselves. And I said the following: have a boxer short dancing party. funny boxer short. And she said, what? I said, yes. Get the funniest boxing shorts, or, they are all boxers. Or if you want to do underwear, whatever you need.
Pajama party. You could have a pajama dancing
There
party.
you go. A pajama, that it's even better, but it has to be fun. You have to draw things on it, or if you don't want to damage the fabric, you can tape things to it, and you have a context. And they did that, and they sent me an email saying that it totally lifts their spirits.
Oh,
And now they're looking for other things to do as a family, excuse me, to laugh, because when we are so afraid, we forget to laugh. We forget to socialize. We see social distancing as you have to be on your computer, you have to read your book, and you don't talk to anybody. You cannot hug. It's true, but you can still interact. So we have neighbors that are separated from our drive-in, and so we decided to have a glass of wine with them in their porch and ours in our porch. So we had a party. And the party was to really touch base about what's happening, how they're doing. We're talking, it was probably about 12 feet away, but we are holding our glass of wine.
Yes.
And we made individual dinners, and we are having our party together.
I love it.
And maintaining the physical distancing. So you can too find ways to not forget the gift of laughing, the gift of being social, the gifting of being grateful of who you have in your corner. And so I'm grateful, I'm delighted, I'm honored to be able to spend this time with you and your population, Jennifer. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, doctor. I have a feeling this video is going to serve many, many, many people who have lots of questions and are looking for answers. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your soul. Thank you for doing what you do in this world. You have absolutely changed my life for the better. And I hope this information and this interview serves many, many, many people to come. And we'll just say to be continued. I heard you say maybe in 10 days we'll hop on and just kind of touch base, check in. And see what's going on. If you, in the meantime, if you see this and you have questions, I would be happy. You're more than welcome to directly email the Akasha Center, which is info@, I think you said akashacenter.com. You can also email me to jennifer@vibranthealthyliving.com, and I'm happy to collect questions as well for our next time that we hop on, and or email them directly back, but making sure that the questions are answered by Dr. De Mello and his staff. So, are there any final words to these amazing viewers, Dr. De Mello?
No, just what I said. My final words is, I know it's kind of paradoxical for me to even suggest that you find a time in your day to be grateful. And for those of you who are dealing with this, who have a family who is serious medical condition right now, or who have lost, your jobs or your hours at work, or are concerned about your mortgage, I say this with a lot of respect, a lot of understanding, and we are all in the same boat. But that doesn't mean that amongst all the suffering, the pain, and the unknown, that you cannot find at least one thing in your life that you're grateful for. That will indeed strengthen your immune system more than you can even imagine. So thank you all, and we should be back, Jennifer, in about 10 days.
In about 10 days. Well, have a wonderful evening, doctor. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, viewers, for watching. And I have a feeling that this Facebook Live and this interview is going to go far and wide. So until next time, have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Talk soon.
Thank you, Jennifer. Bye.
Bye-bye.